Hello, now I'm recording this session. In this course, we are going to explore different SAL files. These are SPSS documents, as you can see. So these are data files, okay? These files are, when I go near it, you can see types SPSS statistics data document, and you can see the size and where it is saved. Okay, you can see size and where it is saved. These are SAL files. These are files where we enter our statistical data. And let us find the English ones here. Now I have ubiquitous sum. I'm going to open it. Yes, now here I have a SAL file, and let us explore an SPSS document, and let us recall how we are exploring. As I say, there are new students and they missed Biostatistic 1, so I find that it will be useful for you having this revision course, and of course this will a little bit more with detailed exploration. Now here, first of all, I open this program. This program is an expensive program, okay? So we don't expect from you in this course to install this program. We just expect from you to know what it is, okay? So you are going to see, I don't know, I'm not saying that you may see, you are going to see that kind of tables in your future life, because you are studying now, because nearly most of the 90% of the researchers are using this SPSS for statistics, and in all of our researches we need statistics. We need to know how many, okay, how many, what are percentages, what are frequencies, what are their relation, and have some more graphs, have tables. So you are going to see these tables on the papers that you read, on your own search for information. You are going to see this type of tables. Okay, so this means the small yet yellow rulers means scale. Okay, these are all described as scale. Okay, and here you can see that 1.00, and this all is described as decimal points. By the way, we are going to criticize the documents that we see there, and we are going to say, okay, this may be like that, or this is better like that. This is such a document, so let us see what it is. Now here it says that it has decimal spaces. Success score has decimal spaces, so group has decimal spaces. So this says that all of this has decimal spaces, okay, and it's scale, okay. So sometimes, yes, we need decimal spaces, but if we don't even have even 0.02 or 3, if all of them are 0, then it's not meaningful to have this 0, 0. So what we can do at that stage, we can have decimal space 0, okay, depending on our research, like this. We have decimal space 0. Here we have decimal space 2. Now we have this data here, okay. This is data view. This is how we enter this data, and all of the rows means a research, okay. This is one research or one research people, okay. It's one participant. This is second participant. This is third, fourth, 5, 6, okay. So all the rows means a participant, okay. These are all participants, and in the variable view, this is variables, and this is how we define. Now let us see how many of these values have here. So if we want to see how many, it's in descriptive statistics frequencies, okay. So this is just an example of statistical program. There are other statistical programs like Yrd or Stata, and lots of other statistical programs. This is just one of them. Now this is on the left hand side. I pass it to the right hand side. I say okay. Now, what you see, you are going to see that kind of tables, as I say. Okay. We don't want you to install this program, or you don't have to install this program, but you have to understand these types of tables, and you have to know where it comes. Okay, so this type of tables, okay, comes from a quick statistical analysis. By hand it is hard. Calculating the frequencies, percentages, it's really hard. With Excel, Microsoft Excel, yes, you can calculate frequencies or percentages, it's possible. But with a statistical program, it's a lot easier in seconds. Okay, I just click it and I have the statistics here. This is descriptive statistics. It's describing what is our data here. Now here, what I have behavioral group, success tier group. These are variables, okay, in my research. And in this research, I have 50 here. What 50 answers for all these variables. What this means? Why it's 50? So this means that I have 50 people, 50 participants that and I research for behavioral mark, group mark, success mark, this mark. So I have 50. And this is 0 has 25, behavioral 25, 1, 25, and group this 0 and 26, they have numbers, frequencies in each one. Okay, now I'm going to close this and open another one. What we see here, we see just the table, how we express scales. Okay, these are scales. We see that, and we criticize this table. So what you have to know, you have to know that these rulers are scales. Okay, here, okay, you have to know that this means rulers. Okay, means scale, and here you have to know that there is data view here in SPSS where you enter data. Variable view, you describe variables. You have to know these definitions. Variable view, you describe variables. Okay, data view, you enter variables. And from analyze, it's possible to have descriptive statistics. This is a keyword. Okay, descriptive statistics and frequencies. Okay, frequencies, you have to know that what is frequency? It's number of things. Okay, and by saying frequencies, it also gives us in the frequency tables not just frequencies but the percentages. Okay, yes, you have to know just this. I'll close it, and by the way, we have to know that this is SAV file, SAV. This is a SPSS document extension. Okay, when you say SAV, it's SPSS document. So I don't want to save any changes here. So I have a virus. This is open here. I opened it before. Now let us look here. I have label. Label is just text. You can write whatever you want here. It may be meaningful or not meaningful. It's in the variable view, and generally we write here definitions or explain what is this variable here. I want to close. This is all open. Yes, this is something Turkish. I want to close it. Yes, I want. No, I don't want to. Don't want to save changes. Yes, let us open another one. Let us see what is this use. Okay, it's opening.
Like they're going to use this app what?
Yes. This is another resource here. This is USSAV. So here I can have what is the difference of this program. Why do we need a statistical program? We need a statistical program for these menus here. Okay, there is not any other program who can do this. So what this means here, can describe what is the data. For example, we have COVID cases today, and you are seeing on TV every day descriptive statistics. They are describing the situation these days. Okay, they are saying 25 female, 5 male, or 25 from A region, 25 or 30% from B region. Okay, or they are saying 30% of the patients who are having diabetes is getting affected of this. But for saying such things, we need a program. Okay, it's not right for saying it out of our mind. We have to do some research. We have to ask to ascertain people. We have to have same properties. We have to collect people with the same similar, not maybe same, similar properties in a region, and we have to compare their maybe measurements. What kind of measurement? Maybe blood measure, or maybe some success score. Okay, and at that time we need this for comparing their means. We reach to some conclusions when we compare their means. Okay, so we say that, okay, yes, average of the female in this research does this, and the average of female does this. So, and there are some more detailed statistics. These are called t-tests. Okay, and all of these are trying to find whether this difference is meaningful statistically. Okay, so we have some certain rules for that in the statistical meaning, and in this course we are studying the what are these rules. Okay, so when we use one sample t-test, when we use this test, and when we use this test. So when you see on a research paper, you can do a quick research on your own about your interest, maybe diabetic cases, or maybe a issue on dentistry. Okay, and you will see that on the papers, yes, they have such tables. They are mentioning as a result of t-test. They are saying as a result of ANOVA, or saying they are saying we delivered a non-parametric test. So yes, this course is necessary for understanding what's going on, what are they saying, or are they saying something logical. Okay, so sometimes they are saying not logical things, or for example, here we have correlations. Okay, they are finding correlations. So we are not in detail. Okay, the statistical is such an issue that it's a complete measure area. Okay, so not in one or two courses. It needs I don't know, maybe 10 years of research for having and complete understanding. 10 years of complete study to understand it in detail. So these other topics are a lot more complicated for that. Okay, so we are just trying to understand just the beginning. Okay, just what are they? This is all our aim here. But yes, there are more detailed statistical analysis here for further researchers, and we have to note, yes, this is the program. We can have this. We can have this kind of statistics using this program. If in future, if you decide to be an academician, you are sure to get familiar with this program. It's true that you have to install this program. Maybe that you are using it. You have to use it from in your workplace. Okay, in your office. That they install this program themselves, or in school. In fact, in all the computers we have this program installed. So when you turn back, hopefully when these COVID cases are finished, and we will have face-to-face courses, and when you want to do your projects, you will need this program in the labs. It's available, and you can use this information from this course to do some simple researches on your own, because in order to talk, yes, we need to do a research. science fiction people don't talk out of nothing. They talk with numbers, with reality. Yes. Okay. So let's continue with from this here sub file. So this is unisub file. Okay. This is data view and this is variable view. Okay. In this data view, I have ID, age, back total. So these are just variable names. It's not important. What are they? We can give them nicknames, okay, but we cannot have spaces here. It's forbidden. So having a variable name like this says illegal character. I don't know what is this space. Okay, so illegal character. No, not possible. Okay, so label. Okay, what it is? This is, you can write anything here. Generally we write explaining what is this variable here. It's ID person, age in years, okay, back total is back depression score here, heroin, cocaine use, hair coke. So these are just variables that we use for our research, and these are what they mean, okay. So for example here, hair coke, heroin, cocaine use, this is drug use. So this is research study about drugs, race, and treatment therapy program, and actual length of treatment, time recurrence or cancer months, events. Okay, so it's relapse, not relapse. Okay, so this is the explanation. So here, why it is this? These are values. Okay, so what are these values? We have groups here. It's both heroin, cocaine, neither. So this is grouping of the drugs. Here, this is and grouping of the answer, never, previous, present. Okay, so here this is race, I think, white, other. Okay, here this is the short, long. Here this is A, B. Okay, so this is no relapse, and here never, ever. Okay, these are just values that we give. So it's like this is our own area. We define them in groups that we want to have our research. So here, data view. So this is variable view and this is data view. Okay, let's look at these small icons here. This is scale. Okay, it's measurement. This is this is nominal. Okay, this is nominal, and it means that we this is nominal here, and it means that we group it. Nominal, we group it. We group it, but the order is not important. Here you can see that we have nominal and scales all here. Okay, so the first thing, we have these values here. This A and 1, let's recall what are they. Okay, you see. Now these are groups. This is group 4. This is group 4, and this is what it is here. Okay, you see the meaning of the values that we have just grouped. And what are these? These are each a person here. Okay, so this is first person, age 39. What is this meaning? It says back total line. No, don't use any of them. So it has this recent problem. One here, white, treat long side A. So this is all the information here is for this first person. This is the second person with age 34. And here you see this is the third person is very interesting. You know, it is 33. Yes, here this is 24. Age is smaller. It is heroin, and here yes 19, 16. You see that all these are different people here. Okay, with different ages. You see. Yes. Yes, I'm recording this for you to listen later, so you can take your own notes. Okay, you don't have to memorize these names here. I don't want you to. This is just an example here. Okay, and here in the label is explained what they mean. What I am trying to give here is just an example. Okay, this can be anything else. Okay, but the way is same. In XPSS program we have two views. This is data view and this is variable view. We have two views here. Okay? Data view, variable view. And we have to know this. We have to know that in label we have the explanations. We can have such questions, for example, in exam. So what do we have in label? We have explanations. Okay. In variable, we, for example, we cannot have blank spaces, and this is nominal here, this is scale. Okay, so this is all you have to know. And now from analyze, what I can do from analyze menu, I can have descriptive statistics. Let us have some descriptive statistics here. I have all these values here, pass to the other side and say okay. Now here I have how many data? I have 623 people here. Okay, and they answered me their ages. This means that they say their ages. So what this means? Days. So back depression score. This is a test score. Okay, so these people had this test. 595 people had this test, and I also 5 people did. This means that 5 people didn't, and yes, missing 5 means that 5 people didn't write their ages there. Okay, so 33 people didn't write theirs, didn't have the back depression score. Here 18 people didn't write whether they are or we cannot get information from 18 people whether they are heroin, cocaine. So you have to understand what are these tables. Missing means that this many people, we don't have this many people's information there. Either they didn't told us, or we didn't ask. Okay, for some reason we don't have these answers here. Okay, so we have the ID of persons, identity. Yes, we have IDs. That's good. And drug use, we don't have answer of 18. We don't know it. Okay, here number of prior drug treatments, the treatments that they have. We don't know how many times that they had treatment. This 17 for the 17 people, they didn't tell us how many people that they had treatment or don't have treatment. We have no idea, or we forgot us for some reason. These are missing. Okay, it means this, but the total number of participants here is the total of these two here, so it is 628. Now here we have here heroin use, the number of the frequencies here. These statistics gives us some information. Okay, in a few minutes, not minutes, seconds. Okay, in a few seconds it gives us this table. What I did, I just go to analyze. Look here, this only this. After I enter my data there, I can do lots of things, and I say okay, so I have many statistical calculations in seconds. That's the beauty of this program. Okay, so it's fast, it's really fast, and we can have trustable information here. Okay, so it's not human being, it cannot do wrong, it's a complete good program. Okay, so we have trustable information. By calculating hand, it's hard, even with Excel. Okay, it's tiring. Excel is a statistical program, but it's also tiring. Now here, what do we have? We have short, we have long treatment sessions. We have short sessions, long sessions. So 320 people have short sessions treatment, long sessions per treatment 308. So this means that, and so these tables gives us information for the long tables. 2 of the people, so it gives us more detailed explanation here. It says yes, time to recurrence or censoring. So 2 years, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So these are the participants who answered these values. Okay. So this is just an example. I'm going to pass another example here. So I don't want to save the output here. No. Okay, this is an example. I pass it. Let me show it from here, but before closing. Now look here. You see, I have 628 participants. I can see it from here, but I can have a more detailed. This is just describing statistics. Okay, we are just describing it, but we can have compare means. Just have one more and then no. With compare means we see what is one sample t-test, independent sample t-test, ANOVA. We have seen these topics. So what they mean, these are really good statistics when we want to find differences of the means, okay, some measurements. So it is really important because in that case we can reach to some conclusions. And correlate, yes, correlate whether they are related, correlated, and these values, regression values, and these are all more complex calculations. Okay, so yes, crop stops. I just want to have it crop stops. This is also a nice thing. So let us say the age and the number of the drug that they are using. Okay. Oh, a number of drug treatments. So it is really a huge table. You can see it. So these crosstabs are here. You can see that our participants' age differs from 20. Okay, drug patients. We have a patient of 20 years here, and I have a patient here 56 years. You see, it's a wide range people, and these are 0, 1 number of prior drug treatments, so it's really varying here. You see. Okay, so this is just an example that we can have crosstabs. I don't want to save this here, and I want to pass to another example. Closing, yes. Yes, I want to close. Okay. So this was UNISA. Okay. Here. It's a name that I give, okay? So you can write it as drug sub or drug reserve sub. So it has to have this sub extension. When it is a SPSS program, it has this extension. Okay? It's like surname. All of this has this extension here. But with names, it depends on us. These programs are like our child. We can give them the name that we want. Okay, so unique to have impaired disease. So let us see this. It's a little bit slow program. It takes time to open, but this is because that it's takes a lot of space. It needs a lot of space to open. Let's see what we have. We have little data here. Okay, we have only 4. These are scale, okay, and these are variable definitions. And here it says 0, test 1, test 2. These are grouping. Okay, so this is a very little. So this means that we have here just 4 participants. Okay, so test 1 positive, test 1 negative, test 2 positive, test 2 negative. So this is such a research, but having general talk about what's going on here for reaching conclusions, we have to have at least 30 participants. Okay, less than 30 is not logical. It's not being accepted statistically. So I'm okay. Let's pass to some other program here. If I have English ones, just 1 or 2 minutes, or maybe in the other. This is it. This no, this one. This is in C. Yes, faster here. Yes. Yes, this one here. Let's see what it is. Okay, so we have another program here. So what kind of variables I have here? Who's going to tell me? The first thing that you see here, what are you seeing? Yes, what kind of variables? Okay, so here what we see, we have nominal and scale values. And that's variable with, this is label for defining. And here we can have descriptive statistics. Okay, let us have descriptive statistics here for getting some information about how many, okay, how many participants I have here. So 20, okay, missing 0, they all answer these questions. Okay, and these are descriptive statistics here. Yes, and yes, by the way, 20 is not a good number here. I can interpret this like this. So the first question that we have to ask is, why not 30? Is it such a different issue that we don't have any other values? Okay, this is what we have to ask.